What if the ultimate price of success isn't money or fame, but your very life? And what if the real secret to happiness was found only after losing everything? Prepare to have your understanding of ambition, fulfillment, and true living completely redefined. This is the astonishing journey of Julian Mantle, a legal titan who built an empire on an unblemished record of winning. He was known, revered, and utterly unbeatable in the courtroom. A real-life Harvey Specter, but with an even more legendary streak. His life was a glittering showcase of wealth, mansions, private jets, and Ferraris. But then, in a moment that sent shockwaves through the legal world, Julian Mantle collapsed. Right there in the courtroom, in the middle of a make-or-break trial, a heart attack brought this invincible lawyer to his knees. He was on the verge of losing not just a case, but his life. Thankfully, Julian survived. But this near-death experience was more than just a medical emergency. It was a brutal wake-up call. His obsession with victory had driven him to work far beyond his limits, sacrificing his health on the altar of success. He was paying an invisible price, losing things he hadn't even realized. Lying in recovery, a profound question echoed in his mind. Am I truly happy in this life of luxury and endless wins? He realized his pursuit of external triumphs wasn't leading him to the ultimate peace he desired. In fact, it had nearly killed him. Shortly after, Julian Mantle vanished. He left the legal field, sold all his opulent possessions, and disappeared without a trace for 2 years. No one knew where he went. But what happened to Julian in those missing years would not only transform him, but hold a powerful lesson for you. 3 years later, a stranger appeared at his friend Jonathan Landry's door. The man seemed to be in his mid-30s, radiating a serene energy. But Jonathan was astonished. This was Julian. The legendary lawyer, now 50-something, looked younger, healthier, and completely transformed. It was as if he'd found an anti-aging elixir. Julian then began to recount his incredible story to a stunned Jonathan. He explained that after his heart attack, he decided to sell everything and search for the true meaning of happiness, not fleeting joy, but lasting inner peace. This quest led him to India, where, by chance, he met another former lawyer in Kashmir. This man, too, had abandoned his high-stakes career after a life-altering event, becoming a temple guardian. He saw Julian's yearning for happiness and offered a radical suggestion. Climb the Himalayas, he advised, and seek out the great Sivanese sages. They are a group who have found life's true meaning, living away from the world's chaos on those mountain peaks. He warned Julian of the perilous journey. Many had lost their lives trying to find them. Julian, however, was undeterred. "I've sold everything and left my entire life behind for this," he declared. "Yes, I'm ready to pay any price." So, with meticulous preparation, he embarked on the dangerous ascent, learning to survive in the wilderness, far from civilization. It was a journey of solitude and clarity. The next part of his journey reveals the single most important encounter of his life. Days turned into weeks. Julian was running low on supplies, but he was resilient. Then, one day, he spotted a figure in the distance. He called out, pleading for help, explaining his desperate search for the Sivanese sages. The figure seemed to ignore him, quickening his pace. But when Julian cried out about running out of food and being on the verge of perishing, and mentioned the sages, the man stopped. He turned. Julian, panting, reached him. The man looked at Julian's unwavering determination and simply said, "I am one of these sages. Come, I will take you." Julian felt an immense surge of joy. The sage led Julian to their secluded village, a haven of absolute calm. Everything was natural: simple huts, fresh water, and meals of fruits and vegetables. The sages themselves radiated cheerfulness and simplicity, completely free from the pretenses of the modern world. The air was filled with the fragrance of flowers, a powerful symbol Julian would never forget. Though his Hindi wasn't perfect, Julian conveyed his story. The sages understood his quest and promised to teach him. For the first few weeks, they simply introduced him to their lifestyle, their routines, sleep patterns, and diet. It was a gentle immersion into a completely different way of being. Julian's life began to change profoundly. His sleep improved, becoming deep and restful. His diet transformed to natural, whole foods. No processed junk, no sugars, no unhealthy fats. Most remarkably, the constant mental noise vanished. There were no meetings, no calls, no mobile phones, just focus, calm, and clarity. His days were filled with purposeful, natural activities: picking flowers, cutting firewood, cooking, washing clothes, alongside meditation, yoga, and spiritual practices. These simple weeks with the sages made a powerful impact. The anxiety, insomnia, and stress that had once plagued him began to disappear. But the true revelation, the core of their ancient wisdom, was yet to come. One day, Julian sat with a sage named Raman. "Are you ready," Raman asked, "to learn the meaning of happiness you seek?" Julian, having waited so long, eagerly agreed. Raman then instructed him to close his eyes and imagine a scene. "Imagine," Raman began, "you're in an exquisitely beautiful garden. Feel the cool air. See the vibrant greens and colorful flowers. Hear the birds. Sunlight filters through the trees, creating perfect peace. Now, in the center, a tall red lighthouse stands 6 stories high. Suddenly, the lighthouse door creaks open, and a huge sumo wrestler wearing a pink belt emerges. He wanders the garden, finds a fallen golden watch, and puts it on. Instantly, he collapses unconscious. After a moment, he revives, shaking off the daze as if energized anew. He then discovers a winding path made of diamonds. This path, he realizes, is the way to the eternal happiness he has always sought. Julian opened his eyes, confirming he had imagined it. Raman smiled. This, Julian, is the lesson that will lead you to your happiness. Julian was skeptical, but Raman insisted, this is the lesson. We just need to break it down. Raman explained that this imaginary scene contained 7 everlasting virtues that, if focused upon, could transform one's life, leading to peace, happiness, and comfort. 1. The garden, your mind. The beautiful garden represents your mind. Just like a farmer tends their garden, you must cultivate your mind. Uproot toxic thoughts, clean out the negativity, and nurture positive growth. While some worries are natural and human, many simply don't need to be there, like fretting over things you cannot control, or events already in the past. Focus on what you can prune. The lighthouse, your goal, purpose. The lighthouse symbolizes your life's purpose and the journey towards it. Your goal in life, Raman stated, is to have a goal in your life. A clear purpose acts as a guiding light, showing you your direction and empowering you to make choices that align with your deepest desires. 3. The sumo wrestler, self-responsibility. The sumo wrestler represents you. You must be courageous, initiate change from within, and fully embrace responsibility. In life, like a sumo wrestler facing an opponent, you stand alone. Don't blame others. Your victory, your growth, depends entirely on you and your reactions to life's circumstances. 4. The pink belt, discipline, commitment. The pink belt signifies discipline. True success in any area, Raman stressed, begins and ends with commitment. Whether it's to a healthy diet, managing your time, pursuing your goals, or even your sleep, unwavering self-commitment is the gateway. Without it, the doors of success remain closed. 5. The golden watch, time. The golden watch the sumo wrestler finds represents time. Every second of your life is priceless. You're in a constant dance with time. Learn to lead. Control your time. Don't let it control you. Value it as if it were actual gold or diamonds. Divide it between your achievements and your enjoyment, striving for balance. 6. The flowers, giving to others. The fragrant flowers, which revived the wrestler, symbolize giving to others. Being a person who contributes, helps, and improves the lives of those around you is a profound virtue. Start with your family, friends, and community, but also consider how your help can extend to people you don't even know, creating a powerful ripple effect. 7. The path of diamonds, living in the now. Finally, the winding path of diamonds is about seizing the moment and living fully in the present reality. This doesn't mean mindless escapism or hours on social media. It means being fully engaged, present with your family, focused at work, immersed in your studies, or dedicated during your workout. Cut out distractions and truly experience the now. Julian's story wasn't just a fantasy. It was a blueprint for a life truly lived. Julian Mantle, the lawyer who had everything but nearly lost his life, finally understood. His past life, driven by external success, lacked purpose, health, and presence. But through his incredible journey and the wisdom of the Sivanese sages, he learned to cultivate his mind, define his purpose, embrace responsibility, commit to discipline, master his time, give to others, and live fully in the present moment. His heart attack wasn't an end. It was a profound beginning, a harsh lesson that showed him his old path was leading him astray. And the beautiful truth is, you don't need to suffer a heart attack or climb the Himalayas to start learning these same timeless virtues. Every challenge in your life is an opportunity to reflect, adapt, and build a truly meaningful existence. This fictional tale, my friend, holds more wisdom than many realities.